that you made it on, and you're first. I see there's a bunch of other people on too now. 6 people are here. It is another beautiful day here, 31 degrees. It has been incredibly dry. We haven't had rain, any significant amount of rain, that is. I mean, you might get a sprinkle here and there, but it's been over a month since we've had rain. Provinces are saying, no burning anything, so I haven't been able to have a fire in the fire pit in a long time. Province of Nova Scotia is not even wanting people really to be out hiking or camping in the woods for risk of forest fires to start. There's a big forest fire that's up in northern New Brunswick, just north of the Miramichi, between the Miramichi and Bathurst, that's raging right now. So, yeah, people got to be cautious with these dry, hot temperatures here. And I know other parts of the country are having same issues. Sarah's on from Germany, Gary's on from British Columbia, and Alain's on from Montreal, Quebec. So welcome to all of you. So yeah, it is a very different contrasting summer from last year. Last summer, every weekend it seemed was rain. And so I didn't get to a lot of festivals. We didn't do a lot of hikes and things like that because it was rainy all the time. Isabel's on in Chile. Welcome. I already said Christopher is on in the UK. So, yeah, so this summer, I'm trying to make the most of it, which means that I'm staying relatively busy. I'm not on the computer nearly as much, other than working on videos and things like that. Yesterday, for example, I went to work in the morning. I came home, I picked up my mail. I made the mail video for the week. I edited it, posted it, then got in the car, drove almost 2 hours up to Fredericton, filmed a car video up there for a couple hours, drove back home, got supper with my wife, went for a walk, then edited that video, got that video out before going to bed. And then this morning, who else do we have on? Basil's on in Go. Dina's on in Washington State, I think. Sarah's on in Germany. David's on in Nova Scotia. Yeah, I think we're caught up. Beautiful weather, some of you guys are reporting already. And so yeah, so then today, up early again, shot a video that will come out for tomorrow, and wrote some postcards, doing this, then going off to a parade and shooting this afternoon, groceries, maybe making some cookies, and then tomorrow, getting in the car, with Shanda and my in-laws, and we're going to Nova Scotia, where I'm going to shoot something else and have a day of it. So yeah, we are on the move and keeping busy, and I'm getting lots of content out for you guys. Good, I remembered. Seattle. Stephen's in Australia. Joseph's on in Nevada. Lila's on in Washington, D.C. Media's on in Finland. Wow, we got a good group of people already jumped on here. 17 people, 3 minutes in, and you can see... you guys are keeping just as busy as I am, I'm sure. 12 degrees in Concepcion, Chile, so you're having a little bit cooler temperature there in the southern hemisphere. All of next week are in the mid to high 30s here and dry again. So the hot summer days of Moncton are continuing. So it's nice. Now we have an hour together where I can just decompress for a minute, chat with you guys, and hear what's going on in the rest of the world, field any questions you might have. And yeah, hopefully you guys are enjoying all the content I'm putting out. It's been every day. Basil said he went and visited a philatelic bureau after 3 months today. He's got some special cancellations, International Day of the World Indigenous People. That's cool. Hopefully you're settled into your new home, Basil. Charmaine's on in Maine now. Thank you, Charmaine, for the card this week. Nice surprise. Love the 250th anniversary of the U.S. Postal System stamp that you put on it. Basil got a lot of mail received. That's cool. Always nice to go to your post box and find a bunch of things waiting for you. Thank you, Stephen, for staying up once again to the wee hours of the morning. Roger's back from Athens. Welcome back, Roger. You've been missed. So you moved to a new apartment. That's good. And you haven't had internet for a month. 33 degrees there in Athens. Had us worried, or had me worried at least for a little while, Roger, not knowing where you disappeared to. That's the hard thing about an online community is that, yeah, most of you show up on Saturday and check in. Some of you send me messages through the week, either through emails or through Instagram, which is great. But when someone goes silent, I don't know if you've passed away or if you've lost interest or I offended you at some point. So I'm so glad to hear that, Roger, you're okay and that you were just moving and didn't have internet for a little while. Ida Marie is on in DC. She's on her way to the train station. Basil gets his mail right through the front door, so he doesn't have to travel very far to get his mail. Gary's receiving postcards again and sending out mail, so that's good. If you send it, it will come. Basil even got some mail from Steve. Ida Marie, have a fun trip on your train. It's always fun to go on a little train adventure, so enjoy the rest of your time. Hello, Stormy. Welcome. Christopher was absent without leave all last week. Well, you're back again. All right, enjoy your dinner, Basil. So yeah, so lots of things are going on right now. It's a good time of year. I find in the wintertime, where there's not a lot going on outside or nearly as much, and we have things like food festivals and things that go on that I take you on a little bit of that. More of it shows up on Instagram than it does on YouTube. So I put pictures on of different things we go that way. But I tend to do stamp shows and things throughout the winter months. So you see a bit more about what I've purchased through those things, or purchasing things, whether it's through Temu or through stamp shows. You'll see different things. Maybe you'll even see some Lego videos pop up too. Christopher says August 14th, the Monty Python stamps are coming out. They look amazing. I can't wait to see some of those show up on postcards or in envelopes. They're going to be cool. Great comedy troupe. Gary's going traveling to southern Alberta. Do some geocaching and see some friends. Have a great trip when you go. We'll look forward to seeing you when you get back or hearing from you. Ida Marie says summer's fun. A lot going on. Yeah. I know not all of you are into the cars that I post, but there is a big community that is into the cars. If you see the views, that's why I continue to show as many car shows and things that I can get to. And I enjoy going to see cars. I'm not a gearhead, but I certainly know what I like. And there's a lot of people that put a lot of time into their custom cars, and I appreciate that. Lila says, leaving for the Great American Stamp Show later this week. 3 post-crossing meetups are planned. Wow, okay, there's a lot going on there, Lila. Hopefully you get some good deals at the stamp shows. It's funny how that works out. Stephen and Charmaine both got the postcards from someone in the country of Georgia. Christopher says Falmouth is having carnival tonight. The Falmouth Carnival. Dina says, I'm a newbie and enjoyed introducing post-crossing to a friend. Felt confident explaining it and the positive aspect. Oh, that's cool, Dina. Hopefully your friend is taking it up too. And it's a good community. There's a lot of great post-crossers out there that are very supportive and willing to help new people out. I saw that Joe was in a new stamp show. He'd posted something on Instagram about it too, so he's in Thailand. Very cool. Ida Marie says, in a month or so, the U.S. is going to have their Christmas stamp show ceremony. That seems early, but I guess in a month it'll be September, so time is flying by. So Roger, how far away is your new flat from your old? And you'll have to send me an email with your new address, so I have that for you too, so I don't accidentally send something to your old address. It's been a month of moving. So Roger's got a new home, Media's got a new home, and Basil all got new homes in this last month. 20 people on, 9 people liking it. No Olia so far yet. Or Lena, they haven't arrived. But I can't remember if Olia said she was doing something this weekend. She may have. All right, Adam Mary, have a safe, fun trip on the train. We'll talk to you soon. Thanks for popping in and saying hello. I did my thumbnail from outside so you can see that the grass is green and the clover and stuff that we've planted has come in really nicely, and same with the bed that we've been working on of plants with the red mulch down around it. Really starting to come to be its own. Still working on trimming some of the trees on the front too. We need to get a few of the branches off the roof. And so last weekend Ari went up and trimmed a few branches for me. I guess I went up partly too, but I'm not crazy about heights. So he's not crazy about heights either, but he was younger and nimbler, so he went up to the higher points to cut some tree branches down for me. We're going to have to do a bit with the grapevines and the kiwis along the garage too, but I think we're just going to wait until they bear fruit, so maybe in September sometime we'll trim those back. And I'm noticing the weight of those grapevines is now pulling the structure that I've built. It's been there for 20 years almost now. It's pulling it away from the house. So there may be some repairs that need to be done over there too. The clover is white when it flowers, not pink. Charmaine's getting into that heat wave. Yep, it's beginning here too. Well, we've kind of been in it. Not so much the heat wave, but just a regular heat summer, high 20s, low 30s for a while. We've had maybe 3 or 4 weeks that have had heat waves that have been up in the 40s. So okay, Basil, I thought you'd already had your move. Well, hopefully nothing breaks. Ari works in construction, so he's on the roof of buildings a lot. Whether he's framing a new house or new structure and putting shingles on and all that sort of stuff. So he's actually on someone's roof today working away. So I figured he's got more experience up there than I do too. Christopher's wife Yvonne says hello, so hello back to her. Good that she gets a day off. Isabel misses the winter. She doesn't like hot weather. I prefer warm weather too. Yeah, when it's blistering hot out, I'm inside in the air conditioning, so that's great. When it's really cold outside, I'm usually inside in the heat, but I still feel that chill. It's very different that way. So I would prefer to be in the summer than be in the winter. But there is something nice about a nice white blanket of snow out there if you don't have to go out and work in it. Charmaine could use a little rain in Maine as well. Yeah, you're probably having the same experience we're having here in New Brunswick, being neighbors and all. So I am putting the sprinkler on almost every day, just getting that area that I've planted or been working on, trying to make sure it gets enough moisture in the root system that it survives. No snow in your winters. You're not into the mountains enough, I guess, in Chile. You're too close to the Pacific Ocean. Oh, you've had a cooler summer, have you, in Seattle? How about rain? Seeing you're in that rainforest area spreading between Seattle and Vancouver. Has it been wet there? Stephen's getting a little bit of rain down in Port Lincoln. Oh, Gary's got watering restrictions. Okay, so that's how much of a drought you're in if they don't want you to be using up the reservoir. Christopher and Falmouth sometimes get snow. I remember from doing my video on Chile where exactly Concepcion is. Yeah, sorry, Roger, for your loss. I'd read that Connie Francis had passed away, 87 years old. You never know when someone's going to go. And Ozzy Osbourne passed away too, yeah. Oh, you've been dry in Seattle. That is strange. You guys are very active. That's good. Dry summer, but rain in the winter for Surrey. I've lived out there long enough that we're there that I know that rain can happen any time of the year on the West Coast. Eastern Washington, hot, dry only. 5/100th of an inch of rain in the last 3 months. Wow, that's pretty dry, Stormy. I know they say here we're 110 millimeters below what we normally would get in rain this time of year. And that's just in Moncton. I know there are areas that in Nova Scotia where they're really dry, that it's upwards of 200 millimeters below average. No rain in your forecast till next week in Surrey. Stephen says he sweats more than that when it's hot. Well, you're adding to the moisture then, which is good. We've probably had 6 days this summer where it's been over 40 degrees Celsius here, or in the hundreds Fahrenheit. Well, Monty's on from Ridgedale, Saskatchewan, here in Canada. So what are people's weekend plans? "15th of August, long weekend holiday. Athen usually empties." What's the holiday? 15th of August in New Brunswick is Acadian Day, so it is a festival for the French community. Did you chew your food, Basil? You're back already? That was quick. Last October, November, December, you had 200 millimeters of rain per month, and now July and August, only 20 millimeters. Isabel's working. Well, at least you get a chance to be on this while you're working. It's a religious holiday in Athens, Greece. It's the holiday on the 15th of August. What are my lunch and dinner plans? No plans. Charmaine may go to Pemaquid Point in Maine. Okay. Doing a little photography. Dina's going to visit a plant or a nursery gift shop in quaint old Sonomish. Any specific plants you're looking for, Dina? Or just having an outing? Fun fact, September 10th is Basil's birthday. October 12th is mine. So yeah, it'll be a decorating day on your birthday. Isabel's having a little break from work in her secret on this. Christopher's having tuna salad for dinner. Gary's planning for his week trip to Calgary. Maybe I went to a medieval event. I saw some of those pictures. Looks really fun. Did you get active in it? Were you able to dress up and be a part of it, or just a spectator? There we go. Birthdays are coming out now. October 24th is Charmaine's birthday. Isabel has a birthday close to yours. Sarah's is coming up next, August 14th. Dina's just having an outing. Already has 10 houseplants. No space for more. You could get Lego plants. Lego flowers. They're beautiful, and they don't need to be watered. That's slowly what I'm moving to inside the house, is more Lego plants rather than having house plants. I have a few, but I'd like to get rid of them. Not because they're not beautiful. They just take up a lot of time and work, and I don't want them to be neglected. Oh, Monty's birthday is also August 14th, like Sarah's. Isabel's is September 8th. Christopher's is October 27th. 71 years young. Maybe you took in some Moomin-related events. Sorry to hear about your sister, Charmaine, but it would have been August the 11th. I'm not writing all these down, but I think they will show up in the comments of the video if you watch them in the future. Nor can I send birthday cards to everybody who watches my channel, but thank you for watching. And Basil got a card from Chile today. Cool. Ham museum sounds delicious. Yvonne, you're on at the same time that Christopher's on? This is awesome. Husband and wife both on the channel. She has some time off. Been Pink Wig Night, Ladies Night, Breast Cancer Charity starts off at Falmouth Week. Is that in any correlation with the festival that's going on too, or something completely different? Separate event. You have to make sure you take pictures in the pink wig. Windows 11? I have an Apple computer. I don't have that operating system. Helsinki Art Museum is what ham stands for, not the delicious ham. When Isabel actually knows Monica from Chile. What are the chances? That's amazing. Sent a homemade postcard to Japan. Cool. What did you make it out of, Charmaine? I don't know if we have any other husband and wife combos that are on the live streams at the exact same time. This might be a first, having Yvonne and Christopher both on. One thing I haven't done, if you watched that Temu purchase I had, I got this drone. I have yet to go outside and fly it around and test it out and practice on it. It is still something I want to do. I just haven't had the time to do it yet. So I'll get there. What else popped up there? Steven says his wife's just got a new laptop and it's on Windows 11. Okay. Separate event for ladies only to raise funds for breast cancer, but it always starts Falmouth week off. Normally I'm working when you do. Well, yeah. Sorry that I work, or the live streams go at the same time that you happen to be working. But thank you for all the things you do in the care homes, the nursing homes. So it's very appreciated, especially with my parents going through it. And the cause, even though it's ladies only, is a very important cause. So. That's cool that in Chile that it's such a small, tight-knit group of post crossers that you're all connected that way. Charmaine made her card out of the cardboard that USPS sent when she purchased the stamps. Okay. It's got to be a first. I think it is a first, Christopher. I think you and Yvonne have broke the mold. Not only were you the first person waiting in this chat today, but the first husband and wife couple to be on it simultaneously. Use some crafting paper and stickers on your homemade card. I'm sure it turned out great. Roger said new stamps were issued in Greece on July 7th. You'll have them soon. What's the topic in the stamps? Gary got a card from Finland with a Moomin stamp on it. No value on it. Well, if you see a stamp like that, Moomin stamp, no value, I think it is their international one, is it not? Because there is no value on those stamps from Finland. Have I heard from Smokey at all? I see him liking some of my images on Instagram. He hasn't put a comment on any of my videos lately, and he hasn't sent me a DM, so I think he's just busy. He's doing other things right now. Yvonne says, my heart is with you. I do know how hard it can be. Love my job to help and support my residents. And you won an award of the year. Shortlist of the finals. Wow, congratulations. That's a big honor. Yeah, it's hard having parents in that situation, but I can't imagine being the worker. Like, I think of the people that are in the nursing home where my father are, and a lot of them are in their 90s and some of them in their 100s, but, you know, they have one or two passing away close to each other, or maybe three sometimes. It's got to be really hard on the workers losing residents on a regular basis and then being replaced with someone else that will soon pass away as well. What did Gary say? Oh, yours is from the same series. Okay. So it has a small globe, meaning it's international. I don't know. Media probably can answer that. This one has the map of Finland on it, but it doesn't have any globe. Just put that back up there. And the year it came out, 2020, yeah. Charmaine says one of the postal workers that works in Auburn is from Finland. The map of Finland means it's a domestic rate stamp. If it's a snowflake, it's a Christmas rate stamp. All right, I didn't know that. If that's the case, though, Stephen, how come forever stamps don't have values if there is a Finnish map, it's domestic economy stamp, and the picture of the globe international part? Well, then, I'm confused. How did this stamp on this envelope, if it's domestic rate only, get all the way to me? Yeah, dementia is a horrible disease, Yvonne. Postcards use a domestic rate? I don't know. Domestic rate is also the international economy rate. Oh, okay. So if you put a domestic rate stamp and you rate the word economy, it goes at a slower pace to get you, so you don't have to pay as much. Is that how it works? Just trying to figure it all out. Oh, Sarah knows Katrina from Finland. Or knows a Katrina from Finland. Or maybe you know that last name as well. Isabel says they have something like economy rate in Chile, but not economy takes the same. Okay. I guess the post-crossing world is a smaller group than we know, even though there's 850,000 people doing it. When you get the back and forths and the direct swaps, you start to get to know a few people. Isabel says it's not worth the extra difference in price for the speed at which the mail travels. September 6th, there's a post-crossing meetup in Vancouver, in Burnaby, on the 13th. So you've got 2 coming up in September. That's cool. Get to know their post-crossing handles rather than their real names. Probably like some people with that dad guy. They probably don't know what my real name is. Christopher, we don't have an economy rate for international post either. It's a shame. What made me start stamp collecting? They're literally amazing. What some are. Chris has done. Do find costing a lot of stamp. Break that down, Yvonne. My father was a stamp collector, as all the binders behind are mostly his. And as I was a young child, I would see him collect stamps. And then as I got older and started to make my own money, I bought stamps for him to fill in gaps where he didn't have them. I did collect first day covers and things early on, but I was more of a coin collector when I was younger. And then when I inherited the collection, as a steward of it, I decided I would grow it. So I've gotten back into it. And with my YouTube channel, I've been using that to promote stamp collecting, to promote the history of some countries that maybe don't get a light shined on them, or a positive light shined on them very often. So that's what I've been trying to do as well. And so that's why I've been into stamp collecting. It's fun. It's a great community, just like the post-crossing community is as well, or the car community for that matter. Charmaine's real name is Charmaine. Well, that's a very interesting handle then that you got. No one would know. Steven says they have a flat $3 rate for postcards and greeting cards. Yeah, it'd be nice if we could send things cheaper as a postcard. Just like in the US, they have a postcard rate. We don't have that. Yeah, save the money if you can, Midia. If you can send things cheaper to me, do that. Isabel says, if you ever come to Chile, please contact me to help you send a postcard. Post office probably charge you the highest rate to send a postcard or a letter. Well, if we're coming all the way to Chile, we might as well get together to visit, not just send postcards. Yvonne says, that's amazing. Well, I love what you do and send out to people. I love the Disney ones, and thank you. Well, I'm glad you and Christopher could enjoy that win. Christopher has been a good supporter of this channel, and coming on and being part of the live streams and commenting on videos and being active in giveaways. So yeah, I'm glad that he won that one, if it was something he enjoys. Yeah, I think, well, I don't know if everybody knows your name is Isabel, but I've been using it. I try to use people's real names if I know it, and it also helps this poor old brain remember it if I can repeat it over and over again. And that's why I usually also introduce where you're from, if I know, because it ingrains it into my mind saying, okay, Dina's from Seattle. If I keep saying Dina's from Seattle, when she pops on, I'm going to remember, hey, that's where she's from. We're missing Christopher from Washington State too, who's normally on here. So repetition, I think, is the key for me in order for my memory to stay active. So if I see Mail Art Lover, I want to say Isabel, because I know that that's Isabel. Yeah, it's nice to know people's real names. Christopher's even had to rush home to be a part of these live streams sometimes. Well, my wife is used to that now too, because they know at 12 o'clock Atlantic Standard Time, I'm going live wherever we happen to be. Sometimes it means that our day doesn't start until I finish this live stream. And other times, like when we were on vacation on our cruise overseas, we had to look at the clock, see what time it was going to be, 12 o'clock Atlantic Standard Time, and do a live stream from Venice. We did that one time, didn't we? I think, did we do one from the ship? I can't even remember if we did one from the ship one time too. But yeah, we had, they're very accommodating. And I think we're all big kids at heart. If we're interested or truly in touch, the things that make us happy, we act like a kid when we're around the things that make us happy. Whether that's me building Lego still as a 50-year-old man, or being excited to go to the mailbox to see what friends have written me this week, or doing videos that are a little goofy sometimes, like our stamp versus stamp that Smokey and I had the honor of doing for a year. Yeah, we had a lot of fun doing those things. That's the kid side of us. Who doesn't enjoy having a little fun and hopefully bringing a little smile to somebody else's face who might need it? That's what this channel's about. So do I prioritize live streams over my wife sometimes? Does she get upset? No, she likes sleeping in. So having a live stream at noon just allows her to have the whole morning to do whatever she wants. She knows that I'm not going to be saying, okay, we got to get going early in the morning like we will tomorrow morning. So she gets to sleep in and do what she wants. Today, the only exception to that is that right after this live stream, we're getting ready to go to a parade. So I wanted her to be ready for that. It's a great community, Charmaine. Yeah, the people are amazing. Right now, regularly, we have on a Saturday, there's 20 people that take an hour out of their day to make sure they're here to chit chat. And some of you are at work sneakily chit-chatting at the same time. Some of you are get ready to go on a train trip like Ida Marie, and before she gets on that train, she logs in here just to say hello and just to let people know what she's up to and that she's okay. That's amazing. Well, I'm glad, Yvonne, you get a chance to join when you do, and that you're still keeping track of what's going on with that dad guy through Christopher. What parade? Well, I think I'm going to leave that a secret so you can see the video that comes out later. What did Charmaine say? I missed something. Oh, Isabel likes this community too. Sometimes she'd like to do a Zoom. Basil's talked about the Zoom in the past. I think it would just be too complicated. And I'm not a real big fan of Zooms because when one person talks, nobody else can really talk. Or if you have one person that's talking too much, everybody else is getting blocked out. This way, everybody's getting a chance to say what they want. But yeah, we're not getting to see everybody's smiley faces too. What else we have? Gary's been eating his breakfast and watching. Basil's asking for a Zoom. Charmaine doesn't want to be in front of the camera either, so, or not either, but would rather not be in front, so that Zoom wouldn't work for her. Or she would have one of those blocks that has nothing in it, but just would be listening. Isabel wants to know what we're having for breakfast, Gary, because we do like talking about food on this channel for some reason. A bowl of multigrain Cheerios and a coffee. Basil's going to be putting some Insta posts up, probably about his philately time. That's good. You'd have a cat filter on instead. Okay. It is nice to put a face to a name. I 100% agree with that. Anybody who messaged me on Instagram, I usually say, would you mind sending me a selfie? And I send a selfie back because it's nice to have that. Who am I talking to? Stephen says, if there was a Zoom chat, everyone would see what a mess my room is most of the time. Yeah. This is the mess. You guys see it on a regular basis. I've cleaned it from ages ago, but it is collapsing in on me again. I have stuff that needs to be done. Basil, not everybody wants to share a pic, so you just have to respect that. Dina's on her second of 2 cups of coffee. The first cup is for getting the caffeine in fast. The second is to enjoy. Okay? Yeah, you just need a donut to go with that. A breakfast donut. I'm not much of a coffee drinker, but I'm certainly a donut enjoyer. Isabel says, I enjoyed the Zoom call on post-crossing anniversary and no one was talking, just being there making postcards. Doesn't have to be a talking call. That would be an interesting... Never thought of that. If you weren't really communicating, you were just doing your own thing. That's something worth thinking about. I don't know how that would work, or if people would be interested in just watching 20 people doing their own thing. I don't know. Maybe. Christopher also is not the tiniest person, Stephen. Okay. It is an idea. It's an idea we're thinking about. Doing postcards together. Everybody could be decorating one postcard, and then at the end of the Zoom call, show how they decorated it. That might be fun. I like that idea. So it would have to be advertised as a decorating Zoom call. Basil found a place selling washi tape. Okay. Sounds like a plan, Stephen. Yvonne says you don't have to look at you. You can put other images up or close the camera. Yeah, it's kind of nice if you're on a Zoom call at least to have a camera on so people can see what's going on in your part of the world. But the camera doesn't necessarily have to be pointed at you, the individual. It could be pointed at your surroundings. What you see out your window, for example. I don't think we need to have a poll on it. If it's something that I eventually am going to have to organize, I'm just going to do it if I want to do it. I don't go into for the everybody else wants you to do it, so you have to do it phase. I don't have the time for that. But I will take it into consideration if it's something that fits into a schedule somewhere. There you go. Charmaine can put her cat Dakota on. Oh, you can blur the background in Zoom calls? Yeah. Yeah, some people don't. Some people don't just want to be on it at all. I get it. It may not be the Zoom call for them either, then. It's a possibility. Yeah, this time of night you have a darkened street for you. And Isabel's cat will just walk in front of the camera. Okay. Yeah, point your camera at a nice painting. Point it down at the postcard that you're working on. I don't know enough about Zoom. I've only been on a couple Zoom calls, so the app I use Messenger and all those sort of things when I want to do a video call or FaceTime. As far as doing a large group, it is something I have to figure out if I was to be a moderator for something like that. Gary, however you decide to do your card, you do your card. That's it. Pepe says, tell us what happened a few weeks ago. You started and didn't finish the other day. No idea what you're talking about. All right, Yvonne, thanks for popping on. Enjoy your special night tonight. Hopefully you guys raise lots of money for breast cancer awareness and just have a great time. Isabel's cat's very helpful when she's decorating postcards. Okay. And Gary's on Zoom all the time for work. Abstract postcard. Yeah, Yvonne, pop on again anytime if you get a chance. Even if you're at work and you want to log on and say hello, you can. Oh, the event was last night. My apologies, got it mixed up. I'll enjoy the wedding then. Maybe we should take steps from Yvonne and call it a day too. I see we're 50 minutes live here now, and I got to get ready, I think, and make sure my camera's got enough battery power for filming the next event and making sure. Oh, not allowed phones on the floor in the home. Oh, okay. Break room? Who knows? I don't know, just throwing that out there. But thanks, everyone. I think we are going to say goodbye to everyone right now, not just Yvonne. And I will go off and film the next thing that you guys can watch here soon. And maybe it'll be out later on tonight. We'll see how quick I get to editing it. We have grocery shopping to do. I think we're going to make some chocolate chip cookies tonight as well. So there are a lot of things still to do today before tomorrow's adventure. So everybody, thanks again for giving me a moment of your time today. And we will see everybody soon. Have a magical week.